right, now this is part 2 of the plantation system / the Willie Lynch system, a bigger conspiracy. It is alive and well on planet Earth. Now let's take the black celebrities. Now the black celebrities that are in sports, music, and media. Have they ever had a business in the black community? Barbershops, clothing stores, grocery stores? No. Have they given any small business loans to any small black business? No. Not one. Why? Because they're not allowed. It's written in their contract, as I understand it, it's written in their contract they cannot help the blacks in America. Okay? Now, they don't care if these rich blacks in sports, music, and media, if they give $30 million to a white man's organization. They don't care about that, because that's just putting money back into the white man's hands. But don't give $30 million to a black college. Don't give $30 million to a black college. That's going to piss them off. They don't care if these super rich blacks in music, sports, media go buy 20 McMansions. They don't care about that. Just don't even build a townhouse in the black community so the poor blacks can have somewhere to live. Now, let's pick on Oprah for a minute. Let's talk about Oprah for a minute. Oprah could have transformed these ramshackle black communities that live in ramshackle houses. She could have transformed them 30 years ago. But she's not allowed to do that. It's written in her contract. She's not allowed to do it. And you know what? She's so used to not doing anything for blacks. It's just like second nature. She hasn't done anything for blacks in 30 years. It's just second nature. She could have transformed all those communities in Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia that are ramshackle houses. She could have transformed all of those into nice houses by now. But she hasn't. Not even in Chicago. There's a few of those communities in Chicago. She hasn't done that either. Okay, I remember 30 years ago or something like that. She had some kind of scholarship for the some college in Tennessee. That's probably gone. I haven't even heard anything about that. They stopped that. You can't do anything for the blacks in America. It's written in the contract. She's not allowed to help. They tell her what to do with her money. I don't know of any black celebrity in sports, music, or media that have built, let's take sports for example, have built any kind of gyms, any kind of coliseums. Why? Because they're not allowed. They're not allowed. They're not even allowed to have a car dealership in the black community because it represents black empowerment, economic empowerment. They haven't even built a grocery store in the black community because that represents black economic empowerment. They're not allowed, y'all. I know you may say, well, Magic Johnson had a theater. Now, you know, if they paid a gangster to kill Magic Johnson, the whole LA would be lit up. They know that. So they're not going to do that. Okay? But look, they don't care if black people eat a ton of popcorn and go sing Singing in the Rain. Go watch Singing in the Rain. They don't care that because that's going to make them dumber and dumber. To go watch Singing in the Rain in the theater. Okay, so they allow that. They don't care if blacks eat a ton of popcorn. They make them nice and fat. And then that's going to make the medical industry richer. You say, okay, well, LeBron James has a school. But look, they got plans for those students. If LeBron has 100 students in that school, in his school, number one, the first plan is they're not going to give the parents of those students any jobs. 30, by the time they finish with them, they're going to pour fentanyl in the neighborhoods, in these neighborhoods where these children live. They're going to pour fentanyl in there. They're going to pour heroin and cocaine in these schools. So when it's all over with, 30 out of the 100 of those students are going to be dead or in jail. 30 more are going to be non-functional drug addicts. 30 more are going to be chronically unemployed. And 9 are going to be, their parents are going to stay poor. Only, that's 99 out of 100. It's not going to, the school's not going to work. Only one of those students out of 100 is going to make it. And that person's going, he or she is going to be damaged goods. That LeBron James school project is doomed before it gets started, because the powers that be ain't going to make sure so nothing good happen to those black students. It's going to make sure at least 99% of them are going to be non-functional. Dead before they're 18. Or by the time they're 18, they're going to be dead or in jail, non-functional drug users, chronically poor, chronically unemployed, etc. They got plans for those students. LeBron, Michael, Jordan, and Oprah, they are not allowed to build housing for poor folks anywhere in the United States. Outside of Chicago, Florida, anywhere. You know, for example, Oprah, any one of those rich black folks could get rid of Skid Row overnight. All you gotta do is build apartment buildings. They can get rid of Skid Row overnight. Transform Skid Row until from Skid Row to something that looks half decent. All they gotta do is build houses. They got the money to build houses, but they're not allowed, because a lot of those people on Skid Row are black. They're not allowed to do anything for blacks, and they don't. They don't care if they buy 35,000 lamps or 35,000 chandeliers that nobody's gonna look at. They don't care about that. But if you want that, if you got these rich white folks, or whether they are Jew or Gentile, writing a $30 million check or a $100 million check, they are not allowed to do anything for black folks. They are not allowed to have any businesses. No businesses in the black community to empower the black folks. And like I said, all of them could solve the homeless problem in Los Angeles, Chicago, and Detroit in 24 hours. They could all solve those problems in 24 hours, but they're not allowed. They're not allowed to do anything for the black folks, not even give them a small business loan. They're not allowed to do anything for black folks. Okay, I mean, Oprah seemed to have tried to get around it. She said, okay, I'd go to Africa and do something. I haven't heard anything about that school. Okay, so that didn't work over there either. Okay, but they're not allowed to do anything for the blacks in America. Why? To keep the black man, according to the Willie Lynch letter, to keep the black man poor and a 10,000-year slave. Slave to the white man, slave to the Asians, slave to the Indians. To keep them as slaves. To make sure their businesses are destroyed. Make sure their land is stolen. Make sure their houses are stolen. Part 3 is next.